See that, but I think that
Ayo.
I think that just opens the door for someone to kind of come in and surprise us from the South. And when I say surprise, I mean like sneak in wild card team. I'm not saying like world beater, make it to the AFC Championship game or anything like that. Don't don't we're not.
So you think this Houston team gets unseated, one who's been to the playoffs twice with a standout quarterback of this division in CJ Stroud. They did bring in a new left tackle, Trent Brown. They brought in help on the defensive side and Ronald Darby. They brought in running back help for Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb. Laramie Tunsil and Christian Kirk are both out, both guys that have been dealing with injuries over the last couple years. They brought in his replacement as well, not only in Trent Brown, but the tackle out of Minnesota that we all really liked, Ariante Ersi,
Mhm.
Essery,
Ursery.
Cursory.
Ursery. There we go. Thank you.
Potato,
Um,
potato.
but then also brought in two more wide receivers because the rest of them get injured all the time. Teammates from Iowa
From the
State,
same
Jaden Higgins
school.
and Jalen Knoll. So you think that team is going to be, and I said that wrong. Sorry, Christian Kirk isn't out; he's in from Jacksonville. So they've added a lot of pieces around on the weapon side. You think that team right there, who just clearly got better, is there's going to be a door open for somebody to dethrone them at the number one spot in the South?
No, I'm not saying
Yeah, the
dethrone them.
Jaguars.
I said Tennessee would. I said Tennessee would like maybe be a wild card team. I didn't know. The Texans are
He
going to
said
win.
second place.
Oh, did he? I thought he said
No, you,
dethrone.
Tommy,
And
you said second
dethrone. Well,
place.
he said dethrone, and dethrone would mean winning.
Yeah, they're not going to win it.
Correct.
He already called for second place.
Who?
You did.
That the
You already
Titans would be
said
in
You're
second place.
talking
Yes.
about
Yes.
the would be second place team in this division.
Yes, it's going to be the
Yes.
Titans.
Okay, got it. They're not dethroning the Texans, Ty Bob. That's we are. Yeah,
Yeah.
Got it.
we're past
Yeah.
Got
that
it.
now.
Good.
I know
Thank you.
that. Yeah. That's why I
Think we
said they'd
figured
come
that
in
one
fucking
out. Yeah.
second, not first.
No, but we all right. That's why. Okay. So yeah, Houston. Is Tank Dell going to play this season?
No.
No,
Probably
he's
not.
out. He's
Like
done.
he's out.
He's out for the
Yeah.
season.
Damn.
That knee injury against
Bro,
Kansas
that
City.
was gruesome, dude. That was
He's
gruesome.
not
Well,
coming
yeah.
back.
He
So
tore everything.
If Tank Dell was playing, I feel like CJ Stroud would be able to be really open and free and uh, I just kind of in a flow state with his receivers. Like the receiver core with Tank Dell looks so much better just because of that type of connection that they had. Without Tank Dell, I think we're going to see some very similar struggles to last season.
But how do you think the
There was
offensive
no
line plays if CJ is going to have this connection with his receivers? They lost Laramie Tunsil. They got what, Trent Brown? They still struggled last year tremendously outside of the left side. Do you think that's going to hold up this year?
I think
so
it.
that's also going to contribute to the problem of not having the type of chemistry with a receiver like Tank Dell that CJ Stroud had.
I feel like CJ Stroud could develop some good chemistry with the likes of
The
you know
Cyclones?
you know all of the wide receivers we named, like Christian Kirk, maybe. Who knows? I mean, he's got a decent connection with Nico Collins
He's
already. We know that. I just think between the running backs and then, if you looked at that roster, there's a fullback on it. So I like to think that I think that they got a pretty good run game between the two running backs they have. They got rid of Laramie Tunsil. They added somebody else, and they got a fullback. I think they're going to play some smash mouth
so
Ravens-esque type football, possibly.
Like
I think
he's already got some. Sorry, Tybo, but he's already got chemistry with a lot of guys that are still on the roster there.
Yeah.
You've got Nico Collins, who's his number
it's
one. You have
it's
John
Nico.
Mechie, Nico.
Mechie
You,
no Mechie won't even be Mechie won't beat out the rookies.
he
Not the
may not,
Cyclones.
Mechie's
and I'm
been
not
bad.
saying it like as a consistent player, but he's going to have Mechie can be out there. You've got Xavier Hutchinson as well, and then you bring in veterans Christian Kirk you guys are gonna balk at this, but they did bring in Justin Watson, Super Bowl champion, a guy who's been known to be quarterback friendly when needed.
Well, I
And
think
then
that's a good
you've
locker room
got
guy at the end of the day, right? He's been there, he's done that, he knows
good
how to
veteran
win, he
guy,
knows.
and then you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
all of
Braxton
your
Berrios is on
receivers.
that team too, right? Did
Yep.
we say his name
Okay.
earlier?
Okay.
Did
Okay.
not.
Okay.
So
But
like
so
you've got rookies coming in who can
receivers
learn
that
and,
he has like proven chemistry, like knows, like can work the ball to is Nico Collins. Okay.
Correct.
When they had Diggs, Tank Dell, and Nico Collins all healthy and working in that offense, it was a very short period of time. It looked fantastic. It
It was
Terrifying.
what, 3
deadly.
games?
Terrifying.
Looked
Terrifying 3 weeks though.
Okay. But when you only even when you dropped it down to just the two, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, like they had some issues. CJ Stroud wasn't producing at what we feel like would be his highest level. You
So do
take
you
Tank
think-
Dell out of the equation and like that offense was sputtering.
You think Tank
So-
Dell's
Don't
like their
forget the-
ace in the hole? Like you think he's
I wouldn't say ace in the hole,
think
but
there's
like
comfortability.
the type of connection that he had with CJ Stroud, like because I don't think you put Tank Dell on any other team with any other quarterback and you get those types of results. They developed something fairly special.
I'll
And
agree with that.
so Tank Dell and Nico Collins with the other supporting cast wide receivers, that looks great. But when you're just talking about Christian Kirk, Nico Collins, and 2 rookies, I'm not as it's the offense is going to be the focal point of the offense, just like last season, is going to be Joe Mixon. He's going to have a lot of all-purpose yards, but I do feel like this might be one of the last seasons we get that out of Joe Mixon because it's been
Probably.
year after year for the Bengals and last year with the Texans that Joe Mixon has like ran an offense.
Yeah.
He's getting
So-
up there
Well,
for running back.
he was out what 3-4 weeks last year too, after
Yep.
that primetime
Yep.
game against the Bears,
Yes,
I think. Yeah,
roughly somewhere in there.
somewhere
Don't
around
forget,
there
though,
though. But
It
yeah,
wasn't
like
very long, but yeah, he was out for
it was
Texans-
noticeable though. It was
Yeah.
noticeable. I think there's just a lot of questions around all the teams in the South right now. Like there's no, like for the most
don't
part,
think
right?
there
I mean,
should be
that's what I'm kind
questions
of getting
around
from the
the
conversation
Texans.
we've kind of had.
I don't think there should
The
be questions
Texans-
around the Texans.
the Texans defense is going to be good again. I just feel like if I were a Texans fan, man, I would feel so much better if I had Tank Dell with this receiving core.
Man,
I
I would feel
can't
so much
disagree
better
with
if
that.
Travis Hunter was on my team too.
I don't disagree with that, but we also can't
Thank
forget
you.
what was one of the major problems of last season with this Houston team. CJ Stroud had no time to throw. Not only were
Yeah.
his receivers gone, but his entire offensive line was gone. The game's number 1 or number 2, arguably somewhere in there, best left tackle in Laramie Tunsil played a total of 6 games for the season. He's now out. They brought in Trent Brown. They brought in another guy, a rookie who can play either left or right. They shore up the offensive line, and if we're needing to, I can throw this out there as well. Joe Mix can line up in the slot if they absolutely need to
Mhm.
for chemistry's sake. Joe Mixon lined up in the slot often in college in Oklahoma. He lined up in the slot often in Cincinnati for Joe Burrow, and he can do it in Houston while also, guess what? Throwing Nick Chubb in the backfield and giving them ridiculously absurd looks on the defensive side. So there can be some major comfortability there along with changing of the offensive line. I don't think there should be any questions about how good Houston could be this year.
You think
I have
Mixon's
one
the
question
best
for you, though.
all-purpose back in the NFL right now?
No, but he's
Ooh.
really, really good.
Yeah.
All
I mean, probably
best-
Saquon. I said that, and then I was like, Saquon catches
Yeah.
a lot of passes. Yeah. Super Bowl.
I put him
Sorry.
up there. Like I'm a
Absolutely.
big Joe Mixon fan. You definitely
Yeah.
put him up there. But
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
there's a couple
Really?
names. There's a couple names that do come for Joe.
Not a big fan of Joe Mixon.
Okay, Tommy said all-purpose back.
Yeah.
So like
all-purpose.
I would say Joe Mixon is a better all-purpose back than Derrick Henry.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
like Derrick Henry has one function: it's go forward.
Downhill.
Uh-huh.
No, I agree.
Joe
Can we
Mixon.
go back 1 second, real
What?
quick? Time Bob, how many games did you say Laramie Tunsil played last year?
Was
He
it
said
like
6.
roughly 6? Like 6.
He played all 17.
I was gonna say, I feel like,
I
yeah.
thought he went out
I feel like he was
17.
around. I just don't
Who did
think,
they-
He's so
dude. I don't think he
confident every
played very
time.
well. That's the thing.
So
I don't think he
confident
had
every
as
time.
good of a year as people like kind of
Well,
thought he did.
so on the same note, DeForest Buckner is usually not hurt. He missed 5 games last season, but before that he had 3 straight 17-game seasons. So.
Wow.
So did they?
God
so
damn.
he played
He was
17
a Pro
games. Did
Bowler
they
last
just?
year.
Who was?
Laramie Tunsil.
Everybody's
Was he
a Pro
really?
Bowler.
Or was that just because his team was good? I feel like that happens at the Pro Bowl too. Like, oh, well, he's on a good team. He's a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, if he's on a good team, the left tackle should get my vote.
Hell yeah. Did we mention that
So I do
CJ is
think-
on this team now too? Defensively?
Nobody cares. He put a hit
Really?
out on CJGJ. He put a hit out on Malik Neighbors. Nobody cares.
Oh, cry about it. He's not doing what the fucking Saints did like 10 years ago. Chill
No,
out.
he tried to-
Jesus.
So,
No, a hit. Like, he tried to
we're
get
all
Malik
in
Neighbors
agreement that
killed.
Houston is definitely going to be like the
Number
division
two.
winner,
Number 2, yeah.
the division winner.
Number
in this-
2.
in this
Number 2. Wild card.
division.
Wild card. Yeah.
Holy Toledo.
What
I agree.
What is Jacksonville's record?
Well, let's see.
Fucking
Let's
Pano.
go ahead and go. They can win it with a 12-5.
Okay.
They have an easy schedule. And Travis
Everybody in the
Hunter.
South does, bro.
They have a
That's
much
where I-
easier
that's
schedule
where I
than the
think
Texans.
That'd
Houston's
be
gonna be
their
11
best
or 12
season
wins.
since Blake Bortles.
The boat.
11 wins for Houston.
12 for Jacksonville.
9 wins for Jacksonville. 8 wins for Indianapolis. 6 wins for Tennessee.
You switched the first two. I'm down for that. Yeah.
No.